Welcome to the Aquaflow Crypto Lab. It's been a long time since my last video, so today we are going to dive into multiple charts. So today we are going to start with the XRP Bull Bear Index. I have great news to share. Then of course we have the Moonshot chart, and what we are seeing right now is very important. I'm going to share an update of the XRP buy-sell indicator. Of course, I cannot make a video without talking about the big picture chart. And the last chart of the day will be the cloud chart. So I hope you're ready. If you're new here, please consider subscribing to the channel. Now, let's begin. Okay guys, so on this chart, you see the XRP Bull Bear Index and the string line. I remind you that above the string line, we are in a bull market, and below it, we are in a bear market. And of course, when we are below it, we are using it as a strong resistance, and above it as a strong support, as you can see. I know that it doesn't look like it, but currently XRP has been in a bull market since March. Indeed, before this candle, XRP was in a bear market during this entire phase, but after the breakout, we've been in a bull market above the string line with all these green dots since March. And I know that you want XRP to go up, but what I see in the chart is very positive, because we've been holding this very strong support for multiple months in a row. And despite the fact that the bears tried to push us to the downside, you can see that every time we managed to close above the line. With this week, but we closed above it. This again, closed above it. Again and again and again and again and again. So this line is very important. That's why we don't want XRP to go below it. As long as XRP stays above the string line, we are good guys, and I'm very optimistic to see XRP go up. And with the next charts, you will understand why we had to go down when we were there and when we were there. But I repeat again, let's be patient, because I really think that XRP is preparing something huge, guys. When you see such a strong support, a very strong support with confirmation months after months, weeks after weeks, we are holding this support, you can consider this as a solid basis for a moonshot. In addition, let's have a look at the XRP Bull Bear Index just right here. As you can see, during this entire phase, just right here, we were in a bear market with the red dots. From here to here, we were in a bear market. But then, starting from this candle, you can see that we have green dots that appeared in the chart. And we had a mix between red dots, white dots, and green dots. And after this, step by step, we had more and more green dots in the charts. And today, for the very first time in a long time, all the dots are green. That's why we are 100% bullish. I remind you that on this chart, I use a 33 days time frame. This means that to make it official, we have to wait for next week, because the next candle will open Tuesday of next week, 12th of December. So I will share an update of this chart next week. But trust me, this is the proof that XRP is preparing something big. So now let's move to the next chart to understand why XRP hasn't taken off yet. This is the Moonshot chart. This indicator is available for free on my website, so have a look at the description of the video. I remind you that every time that the yellow line touches the green line or the red line, we have a big event in the market. For example, here we have a touch and we have this gigantic move in the market, right? But after the line crossed the green line and the green line turned red and we were in a bear market, and even here we tried to have a new cross, but the market prevented this from happening and we had to continue to the downside. And then we had our official moonshot cross with this gigantic move to the upside, right? Here it was before the bottom, So it was very bearish. And recently, as you can see, we had this cross. So we've waited for this cross for a long time and it triggered this move. Then XRP was going down and I said, watch the yellow line because it will decide of what the market will do. If the bulls want to save XRP and stay in the bull market, the bulls had to react. And we watched it live on this channel because we anticipated everything. When XRP was there, we said, look, if XRP wants to stay in a bull market, XRP had to cross above the yellow line before the yellow line crossing this green line. And this is exactly what happened. Look how precise it was. We have the yellow line going down, 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 down. And at the right time, we have this nice curvature to the upside. And this was the proof that XRP didn't want to go down further. And now let me explain what is going on right now. So after this nice curvature, we have XRP that went up to prevent the cross from happening, right? But XRP had to go down to retest what? The yellow line. Why? Just have a look at the past. Every time that XRP tries to go above the yellow line, the first thing that we do is to retest the yellow line as a strong support before going further. Why am I saying this? Just look. For example, here, we went below it, then above it, and we tried to retest it as a support, but we failed and we went down further. Here again, we went above it and we tried to hold it as a support again, just after the cross, right? But we couldn't and we fell below it. Here again, we went up, we tried to retest it as a support. Okay, so every time it's the same thing. Here again, we went up, we went sideways to retest it as a support, but we couldn't, we went down. Again, you will see it just right here. We tried to go above it, we couldn't hold it as a support, we went down, okay? Here, we were just above it, and we went down to retest it as a support, we couldn't. So every time you see it's the same thing. Went up, retest, and we tried to hold it as a support. Even here after the moonshot, we went up, but we went down to try to retest it as a support, we couldn't, right? Here, we went up and we tried to retest it as a support, and as it held this time, we went up further. So it's no surprise, guys. It's no surprise. You can see it just right here again. Here, you see, we went up, we tried to hold it as a support, we couldn't, right? Here again, every time we go above it, the first thing that we try to do is to hold it as a support. And you can see that this is exactly what we are doing right now. So here, we went above it, but before going further, we had to retest it and we couldn't. We fell below it, then resistance, rejection, and new breakout. So now that we went up, we had to come back to retest it as a support. And now with this very, very simple analysis, you understand exactly what XRP is doing right now. We are just retesting the yellow line as a support. So far, it has been a success. You can see that just right here, we have a nice bounce to the upside and we are testing the line again for the second time. But if XRP is able to stay above the line, we are good to go, guys. So this is great news to see XRP behaving like this. First, we wanted the moonshot cross. We had it and we have this huge move to the upside. Then we wanted to see the bulls defend the cross and the cross didn't happen. This is very, very good, guys. And we went up. And the last step before the official moonshot is to hold the yellow line as a support. Again, the code of this indicator is available on my website. So if you want it, please have a look at the description of the video. Now we can move to the next chart, the XRP buy-sell indicator. Okay, so on this chart we have the string line, you already know about it, but we have also the buy sell indicator for XRP, and you see that we have icons on the candles, and I will explain everything. So of course we have the red triangles for strong sell signals, and it doesn't mean that it is the very top of XRP. Sometimes it is just a local top, but it's still a strong sell signal. For example, here it is our all-time high, you all know about it, but here it was just before the SEC sell-off and we already had this signal in the chart. Then again, just right here we had the signal and we went down. And the most recent sell signal that we had was just right here in July with this candle. And it's very simple. You see that the sell signal appears when we have 3 red dots on this chart, right? You see 3 red dots, sell, 3 red dots, sell. And here it's the same thing, right? And then we can have weaker sell signals with the two that you see just right here or the one. This means that we have 2 red dots when we have 2 on the candle, and when we have 1 on the candle, it means that we have 1 red dot. So you see, for example, just right here, when we were still in a bear market below the string line, we have a series of ones and we got rejected to the downside. So it was an indication that we would go down. And here it was the same thing. Then we have this one, but it happened when we were above the string line and we went down, right? But we hold the string line as a strong support. This is very, very important. Then this scenario was very similar to this one because we were in a bear market below the string line, but we have a series of ones and we got rejected to the downside. And you can see with these two, right, that this was a signal to sell, not as strong as the sell signal, but it was still 2 red dots, right? And the candle after we went down, and it was a candle also that crossed the string line to the upside, okay? Here it was exactly the same thing, and you see how accurate this indicator is because we have a breakout, we have the 2 that appears on the chart, right? And it was a sell signal. That's why we went down, and we went down to retest the string line as a support. Just like what happened when we were there. We went down to retest the string line as a support. So these scenarios are very, very similar. And as you can see, what happened after the retest of the string line, we went up. And here what happened, we went up. And after we had a strong sell signal just right here, and here we had our signal. And to go where? To retest the string line again as a support. And here, where did we go? We went down to retest the string line as a support. So that's why I'm glad to see XRP holding this level. And you should understand now why XRP isn't going up. Indeed, we had a 1 just right here, meaning that XRP had to cool off. After a 1, XRP has always to cool off, right? Because you see that here we went down, here we had to go sideways before going up, here we have to go sideways again, you see? So that's why XRP is not going up just yet. But don't worry, with this huge support, guys, it's going to be amazing. Of course, if XRP crossed the green line, it would be very, very bad, and I will share an update of this chart. I hope it's clear. It's time to move to the next chart, the big picture chart. Okay, so this chart is very, very straightforward too. As you can see, currently, XRP is retesting the bull bear band. Indeed, from the beginning, I said that after going up above the bull bear band, XRP had to retest it as a support. Here we couldn't, so we went below to retest the bull market support as a support. It was a success. So we are trying again to go above the bull bear band and this time to have a successful retest of the top of the bull bear band. So far I like what I see because we have the breakout and here we have a test of the band and a nice bounce to the upside. Here again we are trying to penetrate the band and to go below it, but we are defending this area and we are still above the band. In the previous bear market, you can see when we were just right here below the bull bear band, we hold it as a resistance. Here we have our breakout, we went above it, then sideways, and we have our breakout right above the band. Here it was the same thing, we have our breakout above the band. Then we went down to retest the band as a support, we penetrated the band. Here we went down to penetrate the band and to use it as a support, right? To use it as a support. And we went to the upside. And here also we went to the upside. And the next step was to retest the top of the band. Here also the next step was to retest the top of the band. And we managed to keep it as a strong support before going up. That's why I really think that if XRP is able to hold this level, we will go up. Another thing I want to share with you is the fact that the bull market with the blue dots will cross the 180 weeks exponential moving average in orange. And this may signal the beginning of a new phase in the market. In addition, as you can see, the bull bear band is getting tighter and tighter and tighter. You see we have a wide range just right here, but you see that it's getting tighter and tighter and tighter, meaning that the volatility of the market is decreasing. That's why we need a huge move from XRP. I hope it's clear. We can move to the last chart of the day, the cloud chart. So I just want to share a quick update of this chart with you. So you already know, here we have the cloud with the red, the green and the orange part. And we've been holding the cloud as a very, very strong support for multiple months in a row. You see that every time that we pierced it, we managed to close above it, right? So here with this candle, we closed inside the cloud. Even here, it was very, very close, but we managed to close in the cloud. So weeks after weeks after weeks after weeks, we stayed above the cloud or inside it. And if we manage to close this candle above the cloud, this will be the very first candle that has the entire body above the cloud. This is key, guys, because as you can see, for each candle that we had before this one, we had a part of the body touching the cloud, right? But for the very first time, we have this body that doesn't touch the cloud. So again, this is a very positive signal and it may trigger the bull run that we are all waiting for. This chart uses also the 23 days time frame. So the current candle will officially close next week on Tuesday. So now you understand that even if XRP is not taking off, we have a lot of positive signs in the charts. And step by step, candle after candle, XRP validates checkpoints. And this is a sign of a very healthy market structure. If you like the content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. That's all for today, and as always, time will tell.